looks, your health, money, your finances, status, your value. Okay, let's talk about it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy. It sound right, boy.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the Richest Steve in Atlanta. Today I've come to talk to y'all about money, looks, and status. Now, I know the argument usually is you can only have one, but I feel there are plenty people with all three. And what if having all three is what truly makes you successful in life? So I've decided to use all of them in becoming the richest Steve in Atlanta. Of course, these points mean more than just the words that are used to describe them. Your looks is equivalent to your health, mentally and physically. Your money is equal to your financial situation and your financial literacy, while your status is equal to your network and what value you bring to that group. Now, let's break them down even further. But for this video, we're only going to talk about them. Then in the next video, I'll explain to y'all how I broke them down into goals. That way, I was able to incorporate them into my everyday life. Point number one, looks. We all know the saying, health is wealth. But most of us don't even believe in that, or we don't follow it. To start with, our mental health. None of us do anything to stimulate our mind that would be considered positive. But what are we doing? Playing video games, watching porn, watching anime, which personally is one of my favorite things to do. But worst of all, we spend all day swiping through social media. Between TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, we are constantly digesting the most entertaining, unrealistic, and toxic information that we can find. And it's doing nothing but destroying our minds and shortening our attention spans. Then physically, we're not doing much better. Like, let's be real, who's out of shape? When's the last time you worked out? I know for me, it's been over a year. And for you, it was probably January 1st for your New Year's resolution. No, we did not forget about that. We also haven't been eating a healthy diet either. If the saying, you are what you eat, is true, I know some of y'all don't taste too good. Nobody's just been brave enough to tell you. Tasting like hookah and brunch with bottomless mimosas. A dang shame. Now, this point doesn't mean we have to stop watching the things we like or eating the food we enjoy, but it does mean we need to start caring about our mental and physical health. Point number two, money. They say money can't buy you happiness. But I say it's better than being broke. And right now, all of us, most of us, are far from being rich. But we are in debt, whether that's from student loans or credit cards. We're living paycheck to paycheck, have no savings or retirement, which means we're one unfortunate circumstance from being broke. Now, to me, that sounds like we're surviving and not thriving. I can't personally blame us for our financial literacy. However, we are young. And when I say young, I'm only 23, which means there's no reason we shouldn't be able to turn this thing around. It's time for us to take responsibility and learn. That way we can improve our financial literacy and one day be financially free. Point number 3, status. I personally believe this is the most important point. And y'all done heard me say it before. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I also go by, the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So right now, it is more important than ever that we are focused on who's in our circle. Who do we spend the most time with? We need to make sure they're either like-minded individuals or they're above our current status. And another thing, what value are we adding to those circles? I personally learned this in college. Through networking, I was able to be elected to the executive board in Collegiate 100 as the intake pillar chair. I also was elected as Basilisk for the Zeta Delta Delta chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. For those who don't know, that's the president of the chapter. From providing value, my peers seen my potential and elected me for those positions. Those achievements also allowed me to provide even more value to those around me and elevated my status even more. Now, I've graduated college and I've started a whole new journey. And for most areas in my life, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. For example, at my new job, I'm at the bottom. At YouTube, I'm at the bottom. On my journey to financial freedom, I'm at the bottom. But that's okay. So if you at the bottom like me, I want to say welcome. It's time to get on that grind so that one day we can be like Drake. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about looks, money, and status. Also, make sure y'all check out part 2, because in that video I'll be explaining how I've turned these points into goals. That way I can incorporate them into my everyday life. And eventually I'll become the richest Steve in Atlanta. Until then though, peace, love, and riches. I'm out.